catch my breath. Climbing on the bed actually got me out of breath. One moment. So a lot has happened since last January when we last uploaded a video. The biggest of which was Christy and I actually got married. And boy did we actually choose a good time to do that. We got married on February 29th, 2020 on Leap Day. If we had planned it so much as like a week later, everybody would have been at a stay-at-home order. So we wouldn't have been able to have the wedding, which is a real shame because we've been planning that day for 4 years. We got engaged back in February 2016, and I had originally planned on proposing on Leap Day because even before we got engaged, we both knew that we were going to get married and we wanted to do it on Leap Day. And I did the proposal anyways, but she wanted me to give her at least a 1 month's notice of when I was going to propose. So I did. After I bought her engagement ring, I called her up and said, I'm going to propose to you in February. Now I had planned to propose on Leap Day, but Leap Day was the last day in February. So through process of elimination, she'd end up seeing it coming. So I ended up changing my plans a bit. Her birthday was on the 11th of February, and we had already planned on being at school and meeting up with some friends. So I'm like, I'm going to propose to her that day. So I made this plan. Give the ring to the office staff at the school that we went to. They were going to hold on to the ring for me. I got my finest suit and put it up in a bag so that way like Christy couldn't see me in a suit on my way up there. I talked to a few instructors there. They wanted to see the proposal and they thought it'd be fun. So they said, just give me a heads up. We will make it happen. I ended up asking Christy's dad for permission. It sounded a bit classy to do. We were good to go. I had everything set in motion. The only thing was, like the weekend before I proposed, Christy told me this in the car. You know what my dad said the other day? He said that he thinks that you're going to propose to me on my birthday because we're going to be at the school and all my friends are going to be gathered around. What do you think about that? I wasn't going to like change all my plans last second, so I lied to her. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I have other plans. So what ended up happening on her birthday, we drove up to the school. I had my bag with me that had my suit in it. The office staff had the ring. I got to the school and Christy went to talk to some friends and I went to set my plan into motion. The instructor who was in on the situation was like, is it time yet? And I'm like, it's almost time. He's like, all right, just let me know. Well, I go to the office. I get the ring from the office staff. I went to the bathroom and I got my suit on. So I walk out of the bathroom. I pop my head into one of the classrooms that the instructor was in. I give him a thumbs up. He stops his lecture in mid-sentence and goes, all right, let's go. They all like came out into the hallway and gathered around. And then I go find Christy. I take her by the hand and I walk her over to the section of the hallway of where we first met. Everything was going great. I was already really nervous. I got down on one knee. I had all this stuff in my head I wanted to say, but before I could say anything, Christy looks at me and says, you said you weren't going to do it today. I'm at a loss for words. I forgot everything I was going to say in that moment. At that point, I started explaining, well, your dad guessed my plans, and I didn't want to give my plans away. Everything was set in motion. At that point, I didn't know where to go from there. Do you want to see the ring? It's really pretty. Sure. So I take out the ring and then I show it to her, and that is really pretty. And then I'm just like kneeling there and she's just standing there looking at the ring and I don't know what to do. And then the crowd finally says, oh, aren't you gonna ask her? And then everybody in the crowd's like, yeah, ask her. So I looked at her and I said, Christy, will you marry me? And because I was so shaky and so nervous, she wanted to break the tension. So she said, never. And at that point, thinking, you're saying jokes right now, and I'm just like so nervous. I want to get this over, and you're joking with me. So I kind of just hang my head down. And at that point, like the people in the office who are watching this are watching through the glass windows, and they can't actually hear what's going on. So when they see me hang my head down like that, they're thinking she said no. So one of the office staff is about to rush out the door and like give me a consoling hug, telling me it's gonna be alright. But then she said, I'm kidding, yes. We ended up kissing and everybody applauding, you know, like the standard proposal stuff. But still, it was awkward and not at all what I planned.